Well, evening one and all, and welcome to a rather soggy issue of Under the Surface. It's a Friday evening, it's just after 5 o'clock, and I am on Pullbridge Farm. I thought I'd come down after work just for a few hours just to try and get a few carp on the bank, because I can't make it down to my syndicate this weekend due to other commitments. So I thought I'd come here for a few hours and see if I can't get a bend in my rod. I'm actually fishing a different lake to what you've probably seen my other videos on before. This is the Horseshoe Lake. Every time I've come to fish this one, it seems to either be too busy or there's a match on. So came down tonight and had a little look, and there isn't that many anglers on, and what anglers are on other than me are at the opposite end of the lake. And as you can see in front of me from the swirls, I've got the carp going on the top despite the rain, and speaking to some other anglers, they hadn't had much luck on top, so I thought I'd give it a whirl nonetheless. So I've gone for my customary bottom bait rod in the margins on a red crustacean 12mm boilie, and that's fished over a bed of corn. And I've just gone for the bog standard dog biscuit rig on the little stalking rod. We're going to have a go and see if we can't get some off the top. That didn't take very long. It's not a bad fish either. I don't think it's a double, but it's not far off. And that took a dog biscuit in the margins. So we'll get him on the mat and we'll have a better look at him. Well, that is not a bad start. It's probably getting on the way for a double. I don't think I'd like to say it's £10, but it's pretty close. Probably, it's fairly solid, so maybe it's 9 at a push. Not quite 10, but to say I've just had it within 6 inches of the bank within about 2 minutes of being cast out is pretty good going. So I'm going to sneak this one back and see if we can't get another one. But nice start. There's a few fish out there now. Good fish. Looks like a ghostie. It is a ghostie. Fish number 2, and this is definitely a double. It's just giving me a right fight. I'd probably say that fish there is getting on for about 13 or 14 pound really. It's a cracking fish, absolutely cracking. Look at that for a mirror. Really pleased with that one. What a fight. It's just taken me as far as you can see on that far bank and then back all the way up here, and on a little stalking rod that is what you want. So I'm going to get him on the mat. I might even give him a number and see what he goes. But well chuffed with that. Great fish. Well, that was a great fish. That was £14 2 ounces. Lovely mirror carp and fought like absolute stink. And I didn't want to get too much footage of it on the bank because it was a very lively fish, so I just slipped it straight back. But you can see there's still fish absolutely hammering it over here. So I'm going to crack on and see if we can't get a third double figure fish off the top. Well, it's just about 7:30 now. And you might have just seen that donk on the rod there. And actually where I've got the bait is literally about there in the bank. You can see this fish on the top still. Just trying to see if I can't get one in the margins, because 1 or 2 of the better fish have actually been showing right under my feet. So I've come right in, fishing a slack line, and just dumped a bit of corn on the edge just to emulate an angler leaving for the day. So we'll see if that doesn't produce one of the better fish. Ooh, there's liners going all over the show there, so there's fish in the area. Just got to get hold of one now. Fish number 3 is this rather nutty little common. He's probably only about 4 pounds, but he probably fought the hardest out of the lot of them. Unfortunately his mouth's a bit damaged, which is a bit of a shame, but you can see he's very lively. And I got him on the bottom bait on a popper patch there, just changed tack a little bit, and it went within a few minutes. So I'm going to slip this one back and get the bait straight out and see if I can't get another one. Well, this is fish number 4, and it's another common, another cracking fish. It's probably not quite going to make a double figure fish, say about 9.5 pounds, but look at the size of the paddle on it. It is absolutely huge on that fish, and it's just put a good fight up for a good 6 or 7 minutes. So pretty pleased with that one. Third one off the top. So I'm not going to keep him out of the water any longer than I can. Just going to get him in the net and drop him in the margins down here. Well, I've just put this straight back out again, and I've just nailed this roach. Look at that. Could not have got that any better. Absolutely nailed the dog biscuit. It's not a big fish, it's probably what, 8-10 ounces at a push, and I prefer to have caught that on a stick float or a crystal waggler, but it just zoomed across the top and absolutely nailed it. So let's put this bad boy back and get on to more carp fishing, because there isn't a lot of time left, so I'd like to get maybe one more out if I can. Well, as always, time's caught up with me, and the bailiff's just called time there, which is you know, a little disappointing, because time goes all too quickly when you're fishing. But I can't be disappointed with the fish I've had tonight. Some really nice ones off the top and one off the bottom. Only 4 fish, but the stamper fish in this pond's particularly higher than the other one, so I'll definitely be on here again when I get a chance. But thanks for joining me again, and I'll leave you with these last few moments of carp taking bait off the top.